I'm about to show you guys a long list. Okay, so we're gonna talk about deal or no deal Rams edition. Okay, so bring up this list here. This is all 28 of the Rams free agents. All right, and I'm not going to claim that I know exactly what the Rams are going to do. These are conversations they're having right now. I am just a guy on YouTube that loves talking about the Rams, but we're just quickly going to go through them. I'm going to say deal or no deal, and I want you in the comments, put the player's name and say deal. So deal means you want to get a deal done. You want them back on the Rams next year. No deal means you're okay if they move on. Maybe you would like them back, but if you think they're going to move on, put no deal. So Baker Mayfield, I'm going to say deal. I think that his best options, if he doesn't get an opportunity with another team, is to come back with the Rams. So I'm going to say deal. So deal. A'Shawn Robinson, I'm going to say no deal. I think with the amount of money that we have for Aaron Donald, it's tough to justify, upgrading another contract for the production that we get. I'd like to see him back, but I'm gonna say no deal. Troy Hill, we traded to get him. I think I'm gonna have to say no deal. I think the Rams let him test free agency. That doesn't mean he's not coming back to the Rams, or they put some sort of tenure on him. But I think it's going to be a no deal for Troy Hill. Matt Gay. Okay, this is a big one. I think if there's anyone on this list that's the Rams might use the franchise tag on, it would be Matt Gay, our kicker. He's one of the best kickers. I'm going to say deal. I hope that Matt Gay has kind of clued into the culture here, that it can be a team-friendly contract. But the Rams, I don't think the Rams can afford to pay him, the $5.56 million a year that he's going to command, like some of the top kickers in the NFL. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. We know the Rams are great at negotiating the cap and doing the whole kind of bucking the cap forward. So we'll see. But Matt Gay is a great kicker, one of the best in the NFL. Would love to see him back. I'm going to say deal. Coleman Shelton, right guard. I don't think the Rams let him test free agency. It might happen, but I'm going to say deal. I think the Rams value him and his skill set. And I think there's other moves that the offensive line that they would do, but I think deal. Taylor Rapp, the one of the most controversial players on the Rams, they've let him play out his contract. I'm going to say no deal. I don't think Taylor Rapp is back. He's got parts of his game that are good. I do think we can upgrade the safety position. Clearly, the Rams have liked him for a number of years now. However, I think some team's going to overpay Taylor Rapp. Ty and Naseki, I don't see him being too expensive to bring back. In the limited capacity we saw from him, he had some highlights. I'm going to say no deal. Oday Aboshi, I'm also going to say no deal. I could be wrong about that, but just a small sample size. And for Ram fans out there that are like, we need to just gut the whole offensive line. Well, I expect there to be some moves, that's for sure. Brandon Powell, this is a tough one. He's been such a good return ace for us. However, I do think he's looking for a little bit more money. I don't know if the Rams will be able to afford him. I'm going to say no deal. Malcolm Brown, kind of one of the more interesting signings there. I don't think he commands a large contract other than the veteran minimum. So I'm going to say we can reach a deal here. Matt Sukra, I think we re-sign him, backup center. I think we get a deal there. Riley Dixon, punter. I could see it. I don't think he overperformed as a punter. And the reality is, I just think the Rams couldn't afford Johnny Hekker, and that's why we got him. He played well, a couple of fake punts this year. I'm going to say deal. Grant Haley, cornerback, and David Long, cornerback. I could see us reaching a deal, bringing them back in some capacity, especially David Long. Our long snapper, Mike Orzek, I think as long as we bring our punter back, I think we get a deal with him. John Wolford, pains these days. I don't think we get a deal done with him. I do think that we'll move on from John Wolford this year. Traven Howard, complex, relationship with the Rams. I'm going to say no deal there. Chandler Brewer, probably going to say no deal. Jake Gervais, no. I'm going to say no deal, just in the sense of I really think we addressed the safety position in a new way this year. Jacob Harris, we've cut him before. Maybe he comes back in some capacity, but I'm going to say no deal for now. Greg Gaines, that's a tough one. I'm going to say no deal. It pains me. Michael Hoyt, I believe we'll get some sort of deal done. I think we get a deal for Michael Hoyt done. I think he played well towards the end of the year, and I could see that happening. Bryce Perkins, I think he's probably possibly Bryce Perkins is coming back. I'm going to say no deal for now, but it wouldn't surprise me if they got a deal done to stay the third string. Christian Roseboom, he's been in our building. Maybe they bring him back in some capacity, but I'm going to say no deal for now. Marquise Copeland, I'm going to say no deal. Sean Jolly, no deal. David Edwards, I am going to say deal of some kind. I know people don't, some people are divided on David Edwards, but I'm going to say no deal. Nick Scott, I'm going to say deal. And he's the one safety I think they bring back. So that has been deal or no deal for the Rams. 28 free agents. Let me know who on this list do you think the Rams need to bring back? Who do you think is definitely not coming back? But the reality is roster turnover happens every year in this league. And it's been fun cheering on these players. And I wish them nothing but the best. But some of them will not be on the 2023 Rams. So just sort of the reality of the situation. So let me get back to your comments.